That's not that. As a matter of fact, I go deeper, but that's not biblical.
Deeply rooted. Say, Neff, don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Females do apologize.
Some do.
Do females apologize, Ty?
Yeah.
And that's all you need to know.
Any person that answers a question that fast, it's crazy.
Well, I'll stand by her. Yes,
Way
we do
too
apologize
fast,
sometimes.
Bro.
We do.
Yeah.
That's a lie, bro.
I feel like
Not
y'all
always.
apologize
No, bro.
later.
Not always.
No,
But we do
y'all wait.
apologize.
apologize.
Y'all apologize later.
And they're trying to set us up. They're trying to get us at a vulnerable moment
Yeah.
or something like that. Or,
But
you know
let
what I'm
me-
saying?
let
That's
me
when they
ask
want to
you,
go ahead. Bro.
If you know,
From we?
like, as a
I
woman,
feel like men do the same thing.
if you guys know you're wrong, do you guys admit it before the man finds out, or do y'all just keep it going?
They keep
Before
it-
he finds out, what do you
Yeah.
mean?
Like if you know that you was wrong and he's still not realizing that you were wrong, do you continue to hold that card over him?
No.
No.
What? That's a lie. Come on,
I'm
ladies.
gonna let
Y'all
no.
That's a lie for men and
Cause
women.
then I'm gonna start feeling bad.
I call cap.
I don't know.
Red flag.
I'm gonna start
That's a
feeling
red
bad.
flag.
I don't even know.
Alright, man. We want to welcome y'all back in to Late Night Love Ties. Late Night Love Ties, man. We on for a great conversation tonight, man. We try to have those conversations that we know are hard for individuals to have on their own. So we just want to bring a little light to the room, bring a little light to the families, to the households. Hopefully we don't make nobody break up. But if a conversation like this leads to you breaking up, that means, you know, this is something that you probably should have talked about a while ago. But real quick, man, I noticed that a lot of people are dealing with a lot of stress, man. I don't know if y'all have been getting phone calls or talking to individuals, but there's a lot of young people that's going through a lot of stress right now. And something I want to clarify, man, and I would hope that somebody in the room agrees with me or disagrees to make it more clear. But not everything is depression. Not everything is depression.
I agree.
We understand highly that individuals, you know, you could be sad. You know, a part of life is the ups and downs of life. That's something that we have no control over.
That's facts.
Learning how to maintain and learning how to, you know what I'm saying, balance out your emotions is something that takes time. It takes experience. Unfortunately, it takes heartache, but it's about learning how to bounce back and getting back on your feet. But a lot of people, man, based on the conversation we had on the prayer line on Wednesday, the same time when Brother Ken and Brother Damo was going at it on the court, on the prayer line, man, we was talking about how individuals are really, like there was literally a 9-year-old girl came and told her older sister that I feel depressed. You understand me? And because she doesn't know, it just became basically like a phrase that everybody uses. So yeah, it's a personality trait that people just want to adopt to themselves. But you know, these things are not something that we should be all just trying to take in, man. Everybody's not depressed, man.
That's true.
Everybody's not dealing with anxiety, but we understand that there are individuals that do. And I just want to encourage you guys, man, to stop diagnosing yourselves. Stop putting, you know, those big words on your life. And you know what I'm saying? Just learn to flow with the life, man. Always give praise and always give thanks to God. Always seek God, especially in those moments. But please, my brothers and sisters, beloved, don't let these situations knock you down, man. So, Neff, you say you agree with me, dog?
Yeah, I agree 100%. I think we live in a generation where, like, we use certain words or catchphrases as blankets because we're going through, like, you know, normal issues or just, like, things that we normally go through. Because, you know, as you become to, you know, adults and you start growing up, you're going to be going through certain things in life, and that just comes with it.
Yeah.
You're going to know what it means to be by yourself. You're going to know what it means to wake up early, and you got to go to work, and then when you get off, you may have to go ahead and do this class. That's not depression. You feel me? That's just being an adult. And I feel like a lot of people use it as a cop-out because they honestly think that, you know, if I say I'm depressed, Therefore, I may be going through mental illness or mental health issues. And I'm not saying these issues are not realistic, but what I'm saying is, though, like, everything ain't depression. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I guess we might have been depressed back then when we went through puberty. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We had to go through puberty.
Yeah.
Was that depression? You feel what I'm saying? And also, too, I don't want to compare, situations with different situations, but in this case, I have to. If you're in America and you feel quote unquote depressed, then what about those who's up in Haiti? What about those who's up in Chile? They're not. What are they? Depressed? Like what I'm saying? Like you feel me? I mean, I'm not trying to say your problems are minute, but think about it, bro. Like when people say they're depressed, I'm like, yo, you have water, shelter, electricity. There are people who gotta wait 2-3 months for the light to come back on.
But there's a lot of they're dealing with things that which are not even tangible though.
Yeah.
Like when they call it depression, it's literally because for me personally,
Yeah.
they're watching other people live, and they're continuously
media.
comparing themselves to those other individuals.
That's why social media is a bad thing,
Talk
man.
about it, bro.
They compare themselves to people that they looking at.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? When you don't know, like, the people that you're looking at probably have a worse life than you.
yeah.
Like, they probably is depressed.
No
like,
cap.
You know what I mean?
No cap. They done ran through 100 pictures before they showed that one.
Exactly.
Wow.
You know what I'm
That's the
saying?
bar.
Had to wipe tears away before they
Yes,
post
sir.
the picture up.
Yes,
You know what I
sir.
mean?
Yes,
So
sir.
you gotta stop that. Worry about yourself sometimes. Man.
No cap. No
But
cap.
like I was saying last time I was on the show, words are spells. You know,
Yes,
you're
sir.
casting spells on yourself.
Thank
so
you for repeating
can't
that.
keep saying you're depressed
Mhm.
or whatnot. Because when you weren't depressed, but you were saying you're depressed, you might end up depressed for real.
Yeah.
That's real.
It's
Yeah.
like I said, my mama used to get mad when I say I'm broke.
Mm.
She said, "You're not broke. You just down
Going
on
through it
funds
right now.
now.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
broke is way deeper than financially low.
Hmm.
Feel what I'm saying? So, and for the most part, like I was gonna say later, God don't make mistakes. So when people be getting depressed, like you got to keep your faith.
Yes,
you got to
sir.
see it through. And once you start taking like losses and turning into lessons, you never really lose. You know what I'm saying? You like a lot of people could be depressed, but it's more about if you allow yourself to be depressed, because it's like it's gonna make you or break you. You feel what I'm saying? So if you don't want to be depressed, you gotta make do with the situation you in.
Nah, I totally agree, bro.
So depression is temporary, and it's a mental thing. I feel like it's just a state of mind.
Yes, sir.
And it's a word they're making too strong, and we gotta like break it down. Don't let it be as powerful as it is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true. And I feel like that's the way, like, the upper people, like, can force drugs on you.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, think about all the like, bro. They're diagnosing kids
with depression.
with I'm talking about everything psychological,
Yeah,
bro.
that's true.
There's so many different psychological things that people are going like. You blink your eyes too many times, they probably got something.
You got
named for that.
ADD.
Something. But like,
Yeah.
let the jit run, bro.
Facts.
Like
That's
if
true.
the jit got energy, a little boy got energy. You want to get his jit rattling or give him something to knock him down. Like,
Matter of fact,
Come on,
I had a
man.
homeboy I went to elementary school with, and he was on Ritalin. And I asked him, "Yo, how it made you feel?" He said,
Gaga.
"He said like exactly. He said like he wanted to move.
Yeah.
You know, cause you a jit, you active.
Of course.
But he couldn't move. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
bro.
It's like he's trying to make himself move, but he can't.
That's
That's
scary.
crazy. Yeah, exactly. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's crazy
But
as hell.
all the little kids that are hyper. What I mean, you had a daughter, and you feel me. Other people have children. Like Sister Esther probably could speak to this better than us all. But it's crazy that they don't allow young people to be kids, bro.
Yeah.
Like they want everybody to be the same cookie. Like they got this whole cookie cutter line. Like, man, if y'all ain't like them, we gonna have to make sure that you end up like them, and that's big cap, man.
Facts.
Yeah, there was a time where I remember I had to go pick up my son at VPK, and there was a lady who was like fussing at one of the teachers, and I was like, "What's wrong?" I just met the lady. She said, "I don't understand these teachers." I'm like, "Why?" Well, they're saying that my son has a problem. I'm like, "Well, what did your son do?" Well, apparently, my son was just playing, having fun, right? And then he wanted to go pee, and he just whipped it out and he just peed, right? And then for the teachers, they felt like, oh, that's abnormal. He's like, no, he's a boy.
Yeah.
Like, what do you want him to do? Like, he knows when he didn't know what the bathroom was, so he just went and go pee. And I'm like, yeah, that's not abnormal. That's not like you know, that's a thing where like he has to be diagnosed. But anytime they feel something is weird to them,
Instead of teaching a lesson, they get their ass on
Yeah,
medication.
yeah,
Like,
exactly. Put you on medication instead of teaching you how to do it
yeah,
or
like
what you
it's a
supposed to
mistake.
do.
What Jit ain't know? Now you tell Jit don't ever do that again.
And he ain't gonna do it.
Come on, what
Point
parent
blank.
ain't finna come and get at Jit?
You know what I'm
Boy,
saying?
you don't never like.
And for me, I try to look at
Come
it
on.
differently. That boy is brighter than what they expect. Because most jits would sat there and peed
Pee
on
on
themselves.
theyself.
Yes, sir.
That's
He
Facts.
whipped it out.
Yes, sir.
Feel what I'm saying? He
Yes,
ain't
sir.
worrying about
Y'all
what's
do
going
it.
on. He's trying to not pee on himself. What you really get in trouble about.
Exactly. I gotta
Yeah.
go home with
You know?
like piss on my pants.
Classroom is a new environment.
That's
1000%.
true.
For a kid who just started
I
going
mean,
to daycare and all
VPK,
that.
yeah,
VPK,
exactly.
that's
You know,
very
Jit,
nice. So-
Jit fresh out the house, bro.
We'll try to dive in.
You understand me? Jit ain't been out the house yet. Like
That's
this is
true.
first
like
time.
like Gabe, a lot of kids in the hood, people don't know because it be like secrets in the house.
Mhm.
They get checks since a kid because the teacher would see them, hyperactive or whatever,
Mhm.
and then send a note to their mama that they could get paid. Feel
That's
what I'm saying?
true.
Now
$700
this
a
boy
month.
is getting paid. I mean, the parents getting paid because he's diagnosed with ADD or whatnot. They push him through school, but when I got
But they
family
get,
members with
they get
this.
assistance, like they get
They
government
get-
assistance.
Not to
parent-
get
The
paychecks.
if the parent agree with the teacher, whoever diagnosed it, not no doctor though.
Yeah.
The teacher might
Wow.
see certain signs,
Wow.
be like, yo, your son could get, compensated and all of that for his condition. Not knowing that same boy is normal when he around me. He just probably don't respect white authority. I don't know
Yeah, yeah.
their
It's
authority.
different,
So
yeah.
he
Yeah.
acting out.
Mhm.
But you find out that same kid, mama been getting paid their whole life. But the bad part is the kid never get respect as a real student. Cause in that program, he just get pushed up. He can get straight up. So he gonna go to next grade, and all that.
Boy, I done seen a lot of kids get. I
Yeah,
done seen that.
they're not
down
gonna
my-
tell you though. They
Yeah.
come to school with all them new shoes. They getting crazy checks, but they're not crazy. Like stuff like that.
I got a homeboy
But when they
like
become
that.
adults, they're not gonna be respected. They're not gonna. Their resume gonna show that. Their high school diploma got a little asterisk on it and all that.
That make a whole lot of sense, bro. That makes a whole lot of sense, man.
I ain't know that.
But
Trust
some way,
me.
somehow, we need our parents to start standing up, man. Because at the end of the day, it's a suggestion. When these teachers talk about your kid has this, a kid has that, it's a suggestion if they tell you that you should probably put your child on Ritalin or any of these these medications that's gonna make this child slower or less active. It's a suggestion. Stop taking these people's suggestion as if it's law. You know what I'm saying? Like raise your kids how you raise your kids. If you have to go to that school every day, man, learn to raise your child to learn how to adapt to society, being himself, as opposed to just letting him be changed by medication and people telling him that he's wrong or he's different or something's wrong with him. Like that's the last thing you want to do to these young people. And I think that's what we're seeing today, is that the children after our generation, man, they really started getting that medication. And we're watching the result of that today with these kids that are turning 16, 18, 7, 19. This is the result of that.
Yeah.
You've been trying to suppress them for all this time, and now they're able to make decisions on their own, and they don't even know how to make decisions. You understand me? Like, so
It's just like
That's
a
a
crack
good point.
baby, bro. Just like a crack baby.
Exactly.
Imagine those are the babies that was taking Ritalin. Now they having babies. You know what I'm saying?
real.
And I'm just using
Yeah.
Ritalin as an example.
No, 1000.
For all the people who is on Ritalin who needed it. No shade, but I'm just saying the people who just put on it, they didn't need it. I used to be the dude the teacher take like the student who got to take his medicine. I used to be the student that walked the student to the office.
crazy.
Sometimes I used to tell him, "Don't take it.
Yeah,
Please
bro.
don't take it." But I didn't know it was bothering him.
You
like
could see
he
the
was,
change?
It was more. I used to see he was like a
once
zombie.
that's-
He was
yeah.
sleeping.
Exactly.
He was crunk
bro.
when he wasn't on Ritalin. But it used to be more fun to me. So I used to tell him, "Don't take the Ritalin." But I could really see the effect, and it wasn't good when he was on it.
That's real.
And like I feel like a lot of times too, I mean, I ain't no conspiracy theorist type of person, but I feel like, bro, they know who they trying to target with that type of thing,
Yes,
man.
sir.
And I'm not trying to like.
We've lived
make
long enough to not be conspiracies, bro. We
like,
see
We
it.
like,
see
you
it.
feel me?
Hey,
Like
bro.
I've seen it. I'm like, yo, why is it that the people that look like me, they want to say they're not normal? Just because everybody else, raising their hand this way, he going like this, like oh no, you can't do it like that. I'm like, what do you mean? Like he's expressing himself, or he's trying to say something. Oh, that's not being normal. I'm like, what do you consider normal? Maybe he grew up different. So now you mean to tell me that he has to act a certain way or look a certain way like everybody else who don't look like him, so he could be accepted? Like, what are you really trying to do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Population control, if you ask me.
Nah, there's an agenda behind it, man. There's an agenda behind it.
Facts.
And I don't even want to go too deep into it because we can go deep.
Very.
But yeah, late night love ties, man. We're gonna take this first little break, come back and have this
30-second
conversation. Yeah, you already know, man. God bless you. Let's get it.
Listen, last week I talked more when I was sitting over there.
10-second breaks, man. 20-second breaks, man. Welcome back in. Before we get to the first conversation of the night, man, we got a little game that we finna play. Is it a red flag or no flag?
Here we go.
All right.
Is it a red flag or is it no flag? If a woman claims to be a red bone, but her hands and her feet are dark,
That's a red flag.
That's a red flag. That's coward.
You already know that's a red
coward.
flag.
Yo, that's
What is
that.
so
Hey,
coward?
what's that one pink Haitian lotion?
Coward.
No,
I'm telling you.
it's
Oh,
called
pink one.
Idol. Idol is a
Idol.
Idol. You know what I'm talking about,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, they got that big. They got that lady in there. She red bone. If you put it on, you're supposed to be red.
I used to refer to that as Topi Clef face. Heavy Topi Clef.
Yeah.
Because how are you red, but
Your knuckles
Yeah.
dark. Your ears
neck,
dark.
you didn't even get it work down to your chest yet.
I'm
It's your
gonna tell you.
face.
I'm gonna tell you a true story. When I was working at Publix, right, in Lake Worth, there was a young lady. When you used to come into Publix, they had the application center where you can actually do the application at the store. There was a young lady, right? She needed help. You feel me? So one of Flay's sister, right, knew the young lady, and she was with her. And then she like, "Hey, Neff, man, can you help me out?" You know what I'm saying? Because I was just getting off. And then tell me how, right? The young lady I'm helping, right? I look at her and everything. She said, "Hey, take my number now, just in case if they call, whatever, I can use as a reference." So she showed me her phone, right? And I look at the phone. I looked at her, and I'm like, "I'm sorry, why are you red over here, but I'm looking at you not red over there?" And she just froze, like she took Ritalin. She just stuck. You know what I'm saying? She just stuck. You know what I'm saying? And she
Broke
was
her heart, man.
like, I'm like, it was the lighting.
she ain't think you was gonna see that.
I saw that.
it's a
She
lie.
read on the phone, but in real life, she's not.
Hey,
I'm
man.
like,
So-
they been catfishing.
I
Them
guess
filters.
it's safe to say that it's a red flag from all of us.
Yes.
Yes,
All
sir.
right.
All right, next one. Is this a red flag or no flag? If you always at church on Sundays, but you at the club every Friday and Saturday.
That's a red flag.
Hey, there's no flag. There's no flag come from me. You trying, man? It's progress. You still consistent with going to church.
I know.
Stepping back.
No
bro.
flag.
That's why I didn't even answer
That's
though.
kind of tough.
Yeah, I'm not answering.
No flag. I'm
no
giving
flag.
it no
Everybody
flag.
got
Hey, some of
stages in their
y'all, some of
growth.
y'all convicted, huh?
It's either red flag or
I
no
guess,
flag.
I guess it's
man.
what you're claiming though. If you're claiming to be holy and stuff, and then you at the club, that's a red flag. But if you just like, hey, just be glad I'm at church. Be honest.
Hey, I'm gonna go
Yeah,
with
I'm
Ken.
feeling
Hey,
like
Ken,
that.
that's a red flag.
Be honest about your journey, man.
So we
I'm
got
not
we
gonna
got two
say
we got
yes
two
or
red
no.
two red flags.
Two yellow
You
flags.
can't be.
She
you can't-
neutral.
No,
She
because
neutral.
like
I'm jury.
I'm
Neutral.
very neutral right now
I'm
because I
jury.
feel like okay, you're saying go to the club and then the next day go to church.
Mhm.
What if club days were on Wednesdays? Is it the
It doesn't matter what days.
Yeah,
It's just-
yeah? But I feel like at the same time, bro.
No flag then.
No flag.
So no flag.
No flag.
What
At
about
least you in
Esther?
church.
Yeah.
At least you in church.
So no flag for
Flag
Esther.
rouge, man.
But it depends. Like I said, it depends on what they're claiming though. If it's the pastor of the church at the club, then we got a problem.
Wait a minute.
So-
What's the difference? Oh, that's that.
It's what you know.
Said if you're claiming to be holy,
That's what you're claiming.
That's real. though.
Can you imagine seeing your pastor?
Okay.
Cut
Certain
crop.
people, you hold to a standard, so you don't expect to see them.
See,
VIP
hey,
and all.
hey, no, I have a problem with that,
Stand by what I
no.
say.
Big problem, man.
I have a big problem with that. So you mean to
That's a
tell
red
me,
flag,
so just
bro.
because that particular person
You need to
don't
pick
have
a
a
side,
title
man.
as a pastor, you
say
feel
if
me?
you're claiming to be holy,
If you're
what
claiming
about
if
the
you're a
title?
believer, if
Pastors
you're-
are
no, but you
holy.
gotta
No.
understand there's stages to your growth in Christ.
Man.
So if you're just not in there,
If-
you think God gonna say don't come to church because you go to the club.
No,
He's glad you
nah.
going to church, and then
Praise
eventually you're gonna
God.
stop
But
going
man,
to the club.
Yeah, thank
add
you
on
for
to
saying
it.
that. Eventually, you
Don't
have
be
to stop.
judgmental. Don't
Eventually,
be
you
one
have
of
to
those.
stop. But
We're not being
That's why I say it's
judgmental.
a journey.
yeah,
But the thing is, to add on what May was saying, though, like, you feel me? Anytime somebody claim to be a believer, they holy, because the scripture tells us, be holy as I'm holy. That's what the scripture tells us, you feel me? But what I'm saying is, though, right, you know, I say it's a red flag because, like, you feel me? Eventually, man, something got to stop. As far as, like, which one are you going to pick? You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but what they just started going to church, like,
Nah, that's what
are
I'm
you
saying.
giving them a time limit?
I
Or are you
feel you
gonna
on
I'm
say
not giving them a time
by 2
limit,
months you
man.
need to start going to the club? Like,
Nah,
you know,
nah.
I mean, we don't
That
know.
conviction gonna change you. The conviction gonna change you. But
No
next,
yeah,
flag.
that's what I'm saying. That's why I can't really
Listen,
say
going
red
to the
flag.
club and then going to church might help you go to the club less. Because you keep seeing the BS. You see the difference. You know what I'm saying?
Or maybe
Everybody can't just go cold turkey. I'm just saying. Go to that club.
I wouldn't even advise
Then
anybody
going
to do
to
a cold
church
turkey. Yeah.
Yeah.
really might make you realize, why do I be going to this
Bro,
club?
you know what's crazy? You know how we used to pay like $150, $200 for a bottle of liquor
Facts.
Yeah.
that cost about $30, $40.
Same one we had the next day
Yup.
for $40.
Facts.
But people don't want to get no money in church.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Like people that say the pastor's stealing,
Yeah.
but they'll literally go give $200 to somebody that's dumb finessing you.
Yeah, well, for that,
300% profit.
You
on
right.
the bottle.
but some of
You
them,
won't give no
some
church
of
no
them,
money because the pastor a thief. Because you say the pastor, man,
like if they're
hey,
not a
man,
real believer,
you're
they
backwards.
feel like they don't see where their money going.
Nah, respect
That's
it.
so they rather get their head bust
You rather get
for a
finesse
bottle
one way,
because they still get to use it. They see what they
They
bought.
see what happened.
You know what I'm saying?
but
Yeah.
you know the true value of it. We used to be dumb though.
Of
That's
course.
facts. That's
Well,
big
me,
facts.
I paid tithes and I used to buy the bottle. So
Exactly.
I'm the no flag guy. I'm telling you.
That's
I'm
real.
with you.
So that's
I'm with
just what
you.
it is.
I'm with you, but we used to get finesse, man.
Oh,
no,
for sure.
no more paying $200 for a bottle of
No,
liquor that
sir.
costs $30, man.
I
If
try to
anything,
sneak it out now.
that's what I'm
when I
about to
do it.
say. I'm if I would ever hit the club, I'm trying to get a chick to slide it in there with me.
Or I give it away. Like I don't waste that $200 bottle.
no, bro, no
I'm
way.
sneaking it out. I'm giving it.
Oh, I'm
away.
drinking all this.
Somebody gonna enjoy it.
Man, look
I'm
at
straight.
and that liquor don't even be real. It be mixed.
Yeah,
The bottle it already be open.
that's
Oh,
true.
that's a shame.
We
It
just
don't
took-
be as potent as the
It
stuff
ain't,
at the
man. It
store.
ain't, because they want you to get another one.
Facts. I mean, it's
It's airport prices, man.
you know what I mean?
Facts.
It's very strategic, but it's wrong.
Nah, big time.
I mean, it's not wrong. It's you
It's a
who
finesse.
wanna, you feel me, buy it. It's not to them
And you know the
forcing you.
price.
Exactly.
You know that you're getting your head.
So that's on you.
So
Your decision.
All right, last one, man. Red flag or no flag? If you're in a relationship and your significant other is constantly asking you to hang out, is that a red flag or no flag?
hang out.
Like clingy.
Oh, on the cling tip.
That's a red flag.
Yeah, I say red flag.
Red flag.
Mhm.
It's a red flag. I don't like all that clingy. It's like I think there's limits to
Hey, look at her face,
clinginess,
bro. Her
man.
face funny right now. Look at
She's
you.
trying to figure it out.
I'm trying to figure it out right now too.
I'm looking at her like, oh Lord Jesus, let me hear this. You neutral again?
I'm just saying, as a man, we gotta be able to have our own time, and I feel like as a female, you should be able to have your own time.
Yeah,
I'm
but-
not saying we can't be linked.
But
But-
you know, women don't like it. Women have a tendency of like when a dude want their free time, we spoke about that thing last week.
Of course,
They gonna feel like as if like something wrong with me. Why you ain't trying to hang out with
ain't
me?
nothing
type of
wrong
thing.
with you. We just need a break.
And then when you say a break from what? The relationship?
No, break from the world. Goddamn. we somewhere
For
else.
sure gonna say God.
We doing something else to take our mind off what we dealing with. It don't necessarily be about the female. It be about everything. You feel what I'm
but
saying?
they make it about them.
Hey, that's women, man.
What's your answer?
I'm gonna say red flag too.
Red flag?
You got to
Yeah.
think about that real hard.
She thought about it
Yeah.
super hard. Though.
Let me ask you, when you thought about it, is it because you think clinginess is a sense of
Don't
like,
stutter, bro. Don't stutter. Say it with your chest.
do you,
Say it with your chest, boy.
right? Do you think clinginess is a sense of like, yo, she really likes the dude?
No, not in that way. Like when I think about it, I'm thinking like going out wise. Let's go somewhere. Like I don't want to do the same thing every day. Like sit and chill every day. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I like to go out.
What's
Have
going
some,
on?
like-
When people say like to go out, what was that?
Like dating.
Enjoy.
Like,
Enjoy.
yeah, you could do
Enjoy.
whatever.
The park, the
You
festival.
do whatever. You guys
Rock
can
in the
travel.
river or something, bro.
You don't got to do the same thing every day. That's what I think about, like when you say cleanliness. But then again, I understand where you're coming from.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
right,
On the
man.
clingy tip.
The clingy,
Red flag.
yeah.
So we're gonna be back. We're gonna be back with that next week again, man. And it's crazy that that's like a popular thing right now. We definitely had that conversation a couple months back.
Yeah, red
On that's a
flags.
red flag. But all right, man. So the first conversation of the night, man. I would love to hear the women's perspective, but this is obviously a question that the men can answer a little better. But as a man, do you feel that you need to always apologize or make things right, whether you're right or wrong, just to keep the peace in the house? Like basically catering to the feelings of your wife or your girlfriend.
Whoosh.
As a man, is that something that is that something that men do? Generally?
We've been told that's what we're supposed to do.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? What's that phrase that I think is very happy wife, happy life?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I believe happy spouse, happy house.
Yeah,
That's what I believe in.
love that.
You dig what I'm saying? But we've been told that we're supposed to do that because, you know, like, even like growing up, you know, yo, listen, just agree with her, man. You know what I'm saying? Even if she wrong, just agree. So that way, you know what I'm saying, everybody's happy. Because if you don't, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. But me personally, I don't agree with that. I feel like if I'm with you, if I'm dating you, or if we're married, I believe wrong is wrong and right is right. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to just, you know, cater to your feelings just so you can feel good about yourself knowing that you're wrong about something. Now, of course, my delivery and approach will be a little different, but I feel like sometimes when you're, passive about certain things, like in a relationship, whatever is small or big, I feel like, man, when you're passive, you're not solving an issue. You're just covering it up, just letting it slide. You know, and that person's going to think it's normal for them to just get away with anything. That's just personally for me because, like, dog, like, I'm not with that. Like, if you're wrong, you're wrong. And I want it to be the same way with me. If I'm wrong about something, I want my girl to tell me that. I don't want her to try to feed into my ego and make me feel like, oh, he's the dude, so he's right. No, if I'm wrong, let me know because how else we going to grow?
I feel
That's
that.
real. Me, I will apologize. If you're wrong, I'll apologize by letting you know you're wrong. As in, like, babe, whatever this is, you're wrong about it. I'm sorry that you feel that you're right, but you're wrong. I'm just
Not
being
gonna make nothing
honest.
better.
I know it's not gonna make you feel better, but at the same token, like Neff just said, if you're wrong, you're wrong. Like he said, if I'm wrong, I want you to tell me I'm wrong.
Correct.
You know what I mean? But if it's my fault or if I know I'm wrong, I'm gonna apologize. Like, you know what, babe, I was wrong. But if you don't wanna, like, cause females don't like to apologize.
Amen. Amen.
You know what I'm
Amen.
saying?
Glory be to God. Yes, they
So,
don't. They don't.
I feel like if you don't, like, you gotta apologize too. So if I apologize, what that make me?
You
The
feel
bigger
me?
person?
Yeah.
Are we called to be the bigger person?
But it's not.
the boy, Big Joe say, he said no. It's the opposite. Sometimes you have to. He said you have to let it. You got to let them have it. Is what Joe said.
No, I agree.
So you gotta
I
let
agree.
them have it. But if it's a serious subject, be certain and a matter of fact. And he say, make them feel right. But if they're ridiculous, act accordingly. That's Big Joe on the comments with it.
I mean,
Joe with the jewels, you already know.
shout
you
out to Big Joe. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, Ken, I agree with you, cause like real talk, like wrong is wrong, wrong is right, and like the approach. You feel me? Cause at the end of the day, like, I mean, like I said, it is cliche. You know, just let her be right or let her whatever. You know what I'm saying? But no, that's not that. As a matter of fact, I go deeper. But that's not biblical.
Deeply rooted say, Neff, don't do that.
You know what I'm saying?
Females do apologize.
I mean,
some do.
Do females apologize, Ty?
Yeah.
And that's all you need to know.
Any person that answers a question that fast, it's crazy.
Well, I'll stand by her. Yes,
Way
we do
too
apologize
fast, bro.
sometimes.
Bro.
We do.
Yeah.
That's a lie,
I
bro.
feel like
Not
y'all
always.
apologize
No, bro.
later.
Not always.
No,
Yeah, we do
y'all wait.
apologize.
do
Yeah,
apologize.
Y'all apologize later.
And they're trying to set us up.
They-
They're trying to get us at a vulnerable moment
Yeah.
or something like that. Or
But
you know
let
what I'm
me-
saying?
let
That's
me
when they
ask
want to
you.
go ahead. Bro.
If you know,
From we?
like, as a
I
woman,
feel like men do the same thing.
if you guys know you're wrong, do you guys admit it before the man finds out, or do y'all just keep it going?
They keep
Before
it-
he finds out. What do you
Yeah.
mean? Like
Like if you know that you was wrong and he's still not realizing that you were wrong, do you continue to hold that card over him?
No.
no.
What? That's a lie. Come on,
I'm
ladies.
gonna let
Y'all
no.
That's a lie for men and
Cause
women.
then I'm gonna start feeling bad.
I call cap.
I don't know.
Flag.
I'm gonna start.
That's a
feeling
red
bad.
flag.
I don't even know. This is the thing. I don't even know why they asked us if they never take our answer seriously.
Exactly.
What?
That's
Come
the-
on.
That's the Michelle. Like,
Can you
oh,
apologize to me for what you're doing right now? Because you asked me and I answer. We answer.
That's
You
right.
say
I
that's cap. That's
apologize.
cap.
she
I
want to.
apologize
Listen.
for
Am I
saying
wrong?
how we feel that. Oh,
They-
no, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, yeah.
Nah,
Always
bump
listen to
that,
me,
bro.
man.
After a while, it gets old apologizing for you being wrong. Like, we grew up a lot of times, if it was a boy and a girl, a little boy and a girl, both of them hitting each other, usually you would talk, the boy
Yeah,
apologize to
He's
her
wrong. Yeah,
first.
Exactly.
Even if you're going to tell her to apologize back, you know, it was always, it's a boy and a girl. If it is a situation, like when you're young, the boy had to apologize first.
Always.
It was like automatic, you know what I'm saying? Then you grow up sometime. I feel like to make certain situations like smooth, because they do say women are more emotional.
Amen.
Even though I
Amen.
don't know, it's a lot of emotional dudes.
That part.
So it could be emotional dude and woman in the same relationship.
And that's toxic. That gotta be
Because
toxic.
women may be more emotional, but not 100%. There are dudes
If
that
a
are
man trying
more
to meet,
emotional.
if a man trying to match your energy in that level, it gotta be super
Oh,
toxic.
man.
So for the first, for sometimes that's way female, but like I don't met chicks that say they're alpha females,
That's a gospel.
and I said there's yeah
She's a boy.
in her mentality.
Just gotta let you know.
So
She got a toy.
for the most part, imagine an alpha female dating an emotional dude.
Yeah.
There's gonna be a whole lot of head
she-
knocking and all
And
that, but they're
she
both
talking about you to
they're
everybody.
both wrong. You say the man's the head, how's she gonna be the alpha? It's gonna be an alpha and omega. How is she gonna be the alpha?
Yeah.
That's a transgender relationship, man.
So for the most part, who gonna apologize? Who's wrong? How do you know who's supposed to apologize? A lot of times he's still gonna have to apologize, even though she the alpha. That's gonna really mess up some things.
It is, bro.
But at the end of the day,
What is an alpha female?
I do think that people are
I
like
don't
avoiding
know.
those. People avoid those conversations though, man. Like
An alpha female?
we should ask on the chat, man. Anybody ever dated an alpha female?
a lot of them
I've heard
have.
that term
and then
before,
that's when the
but-
chicks say the guy's weak or whatnot when
What-
you meet her.
What's the alpha female though?
Like a strong,
One
a
that
strong
fake,
woman.
they run. They're not even for to bow down to a dude, even if he respects her. They just, if you don't bow down to her,
Oh, my way or the
yes,
highway?
Yeah.
There's
Oh, I don't
ones
stay
that
long.
Leo females that are Leos. They would say this.
Leos.
They would.
I'm
No,
a
I'm saying
Leo.
there's some that would say
I'm a
it though.
Leo.
Yeah, I'm a
Some would
Leo.
say,
That
I'm
boy
a
throwing
Leo, I'm a
shots.
lioness. I run this, I run that, and they want a strong man, but want them to be the lion. I don't even know. It don't even make sense.
I feel
I ain't gonna lie to
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
People like that, honestly, I think they need to be drug tested because, like, you know, they really like.
But
they
y'all know
really,
the lion.
It's like they want him to be strong in the world, but not
like, bro,
in
they
the
need-
relationship.
weak at the house.
They need to be.
So
drug
when
Yeah.
she's
tested.
dead wrong, he's supposed to be weak or strong at that moment.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. That's the part I'm
That's
trying
real.
to get at.
The roles
with
are
the
reversed.
whole apologizing part.
Yeah.
Because we're willing to apologize sometimes when you're dead wrong.
No 1,000. Because
But
we want
sometimes-
to just get it over with, bro.
Yeah. But sometimes chicks will apologize, but to their homegirl. And
Yeah.
you're supposed to know.
They let their friend know.
They told their homegirl that you were right and that they're sad about what they did, but they never told you.
It's crazy.
And you're supposed to just get with the program.
That's certain females though.
Yeah, there's a lot of all this is, certain females. Some of y'all are
That's a lot of y'all.
fake perfect,
Sorry.
But for the most part, it's kind of hard to apologize when they're dead wrong a lot.
Yeah.
But they know we're the ones supposed to apologize.
So
That's tough.
let's take it a little deeper, right?
Mm.
Neff had alluded to it in the conversation that we had last week. What about, because I've heard that there are some violent women out here.
Somewhat.
Violent women.
Oh, there is.
So what happens when a woman puts her hands on a man?
I don't
what's-
know. It never happened to me, dog.
I ain't gonna lie to
don't
you,
know,
fam.
dog.
I could tell you what happens.
There's a lot of things that can happen. Like the example that I gave was like I've seen this with my own eyes.
And would you suggest to a woman to put her hands on a man? But go ahead, Big Dog.
No.
No,
No.
I wouldn't suggest. Listen, nobody should be putting their hands on nobody.
On anybody.
That's what I think. You know what I'm saying? There's an old term that we learned in elementary. Keep your hands and feet and objects to yourself. You feel what I'm saying? But unfortunately, people don't People don't stick with that for the rest of their life. I've seen this personally where two married couples, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they married, and there was an argument that popped off. The guy is literally trying to leave the room, right?
Yeah, that's
He's
what you
trying to
were
leave
talking
the
about last week.
house. She's blocking the exit. So no, you ain't going nowhere until we finish this conversation.
Baby boy.
That's low key kidnapping. Like, bro, you like, yo,
Holding
And that's
hostage.
toxic too.
Holding
like, but
hostage.
no, but here's the thing, ladies. Whether she's toxic or not, I've seen the nicest woman, bro, when they get in a certain mood where they want to talk about something, they want the guy to be like, no, you got to stay here. Like, I've seen that, whether
Hey.
she's a church woman or not.
Big Joe said they start selling CMOS and think they can beat people up.
But these, no, I'm saying though, and then she starts getting mad, and let's say real talk, she do hit you as a man, bro. You're gonna like, dang.
He said I'm pressing charges.
Oh.
But I have to admit though, I've actually been slapped before by a female, bro.
Yeah.
Like in a relationship.
Did you turn the other
See,
cheek?
Yeah, no, I left. I broke up with her.
See,
Oh,
check
yeah.
this out.
You ain't wrong.
Growing
How
up,
was?
from my mama, she used to say, listen, a female hit you, hit her. As a kid, though.
Yeah.
You know, because growing up, girls develop faster than boys. They
You gotta
whooping
let
boys.
you gotta
and
let them know.
you don't want a boy growing up thinking it's okay to get beat up and disrespected and all that either. And but she used to say, as an adult, she don't play fight. She don't do all the name calling because a man shouldn't hit a woman and a woman shouldn't provoke a man
No.
to hit her because words are powerful.
Yes,
Just
sir.
because she didn't hit you or
And they
stab
know
you or
what to
whatever,
say.
they know what to say.
say.
And even though he's wrong for hitting her, she probably deserved to get hit. No, serious, both ways. Like, there's some dudes that deserve to get stabbed, even though the girl was wrong for stabbing him.
Yeah.
He beating the brakes off of her. She stabbed him.
Yeah.
He deserved to get stabbed,
I
even
bet
though
you
she
do.
was
I
wrong
bet you do.
for stabbing him.
She
That's
say, I
true.
agree.
You see,
It's the truth.
I'm not feeling her right now.
I'm feeling it because it go. That's why
She come
you
out of
gotta
nowhere.
learn, bro. Because some girls got gangster families.
No,
That's
what
true.
you no, Rob,
And
what you
some
saying?
girls
so-
are putting corners and dudes really soft, but they bullying her to the T.
Yeah, but no,
That's
Rock, what
true.
you're saying,
Yeah,
I
you gotta
feel you.
check
But
'em.
the person over here who keeps saying, I believe that, you notice that when it came about the women, you feel me?
No,
You
because
know,
I let both sides know we both guilty in a lot of this.
Amen.
Feel
But
what I'm saying?
for some reason,
We're
somebody
not
only
gonna
picking
be
one
big
side.
Wait,
bias.
I'm confused.
What's
Wait,
up?
But as far
wait, you agree with him, but if we agree with him,
That's
we're
not what I'm
wrong.
saying.
We can't agree with him too.
No,
but hey, know it.
No, S. That's
Gang,
what I'm
as
saying.
far as
What you
women
saying?
hitting a man,
We agree with J.
it's almost like sexual harassment.
Okay.
If we say we getting abused by a woman, we
gonna
soft,
laugh,
we
yeah.
consider it soft, or that's crazy. You must like it. You feel what I'm saying?
You supposed to like it.
You must like it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
how you let this girl beat you up and you're still
Like she
here.
wants to have
That's
sex
what they
with you,
say.
and you're saying that that's wrong.
So you're soft.
Yeah.
So just like sexual harassment, if a dude call rape, you're
Yeah.
like, boy, you lying,
Yeah.
you gay,
Yeah.
or you crazy.
That's
boy, I would
very
have,
true.
I would have put her
Amen.
through there.
That
but
is very
I done worked
true.
in places where there's more women than men.
Of course.
It's sexual harassment all
Very
day.
true.
And guess what I gotta do? Fake laugh.
What?
Push the elevator button. Just be like, yo, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking about if we did that like on a construction
Bruh, if
site,
there was one chick
all of
there-
us would be fired right now.
Bruh.
And they're not hiding it. So as far as a woman hitting a man, bro, it's tough. I just try to teach my any women, like kids,
Bro, I worked in a hospital.
siblings,
for
any of
10
them,
plus
do not
years,
hit
bro.
no man, and don't accept a man hitting you.
And
Like, don't provoke him to hit you.
That's big. That's
know
big
what I'm
facts.
saying?
I want to get to that point, but I just want to continue on this. Like, why is it that women feel they can put their hands on a man?
Because they know they got an advantage when it comes to the court system.
Fact.
Let me hear
That's
the
it.
women. Let me hear the women. Esther, Ty. Why is it? I'm not sure if you guys have done this, but I'm just asking. Like, I'm sure you guys have friends that probably have hit y'all up. Man, yeah, I had to. Da 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 da.
I think she probably feels like he won't hit her back. You know, she probably
Why?
feels like
What would make a woman think that this man won't snap and hit her back?
I feel like men also can provoke a female
Yeah.
to get to that point too.
Okay, talk
That's
about
why I said I agree with what he said, because if first say like what you were saying,
I've got to.
what you were saying earlier, you're like, okay, like the girl is blocking the way. Okay, let's say for instance the guy is blocking the way now. The guy is stronger.
True.
So if he comes and you're shuffling, what can you do? At the end of the
That's
day,
true.
what do you you know, like I
it,
feel
might
like
be, it might be more common that a man blocks the woman from leaving.
exactly. So if that's the case, and you like, you don't know what the woman has been through, so that right there is already
And triggered
like,
it.
a trigger. So
Yeah.
it's like, okay,
you don't feel like
boom.
she fighting for her life right
yeah,
now.
you don't know
know?
what it is. You don't know what that person is
Like,
going through. You
what's
don't
he
know what
about
they're
to do
thinking
next?
of.
You know,
So
Like,
that
yeah.
goes vice versa too, right?
Yeah, I feel like that's vice versa.
course.
That's why
Okay.
I agree with what he said.
What's crazy is what about that lady that like gets triggered but provoked the triggering? That's like I don't met. Oh, see, I didn't know the name. I just
What-
know
what she
she
said?
said that's
She
a
said that's a
narcissist.
I don't
Yeah.
know
You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
that.
I always hear that word, don't know really
I
know
ain't
what
gonna lie
it
to you,
means.
bro. I don't like these
No,
words.
because there's
Oh,
triggered
trait.
so-called women say they've been through stuff.
Yeah.
And I'm not taking that from them
Of
because
course
if you
not.
went through it, you went through it. And I ain't gonna say you over
I
exaggerate.
can't tell you how to feel.
But you would think a woman that's gotten beat up or whatever,
It's experience.
you would not expect them to start those type of arguments anymore. You're like, hold on,
It's
But
probably
they-
what
or one
she's
ain't-
used
or
to,
hit
like, her
first.
environment.
But
Like-
some women like that, bro.
no, but I'm saying the ones that's saying they're traumatized. You know, they're traumatized. They don't want any.
They don't want no dealings with it.
No dealings of that. No reminders of it or anything. So you keep that in mind. Like, yo, she been through this. So I ain't gonna yell at her. I ain't gonna get gangster with her. Then you sit back and she's ready to fight you.
Flex.
He's
Okay,
like,
but what if
whoa,
it's
whoa,
the other
whoa.
way around?
So
Because
see,
she-
But what if
no,
it's-
it's
Too.
'cause
I'm
she's
just saying
used to the
people.
environment.
People. Period.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it don't make sense when someone know they've been traumatized, and then like they provoke the trauma like to come back.
facts. I think people like that don't need to be in a relationship. They need
You
to
know,
be alone.
I have to
Exactly.
say
Like-
one
They need to
point
heal
on that
first.
They
when
need
he
to
said
heal
no,
first,
they've been
yes.
traumatized. One time I was in a relationship where I was verbally abused, and then I finally got out of the relationship, whatever, moved on, thought I was good, got with Christ, whatever, thought I was good, met a nice man, and I would attack him for the littlest things because of what my ex did to me. But I didn't realize I was traumatized like that. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you didn't
so
know.
sometimes you don't know until you're triggered that you got some more healing to do. I thought I was straight and over
But, like,
him, but I
what
would just
were-
snap for no reason.
Were your intentions on snapping just to make him snap back?
No, it's just I just felt like he was about to do what my ex did, so I would catch him first,
Okay.
Yeah.
and then I would just.
So that's a
it-
defense mechanism. Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
So when I look back, I'm like, dog, dude was a nice guy. I was tripping for no reason, but I didn't realize I still had all that within me until I kept doing it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you don't realize you're traumatized.
Yeah,
And that
that's-
can, and that,
understandable.
and that
Yeah.
can cause that guy to be traumatized now. Cause
Yeah.
he's like, yo, damn, bro.
And
real talk, bro.
And I went back and apologized years later.
After the trauma,
Years later.
them scars
Yeah, I
already
had to
done
grow
deep.
and learn first. I had to
It's
know
like me
what-
beat your head in
You
for 5 years
apologize.
and say, I'm sorry for
apologize.
beating
Years
you
later.
up. I'm sorry for putting my ring print on your forehead. I'm so sorry.
Well, it was verbal abuse. It wasn't physical.
Hey, man, the words cut deep.
I ain't
Facts.
gonna lie. And you know what's
Sometimes
crazy?
what's cut-
I've been single since I got slapped.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe
Last
maybe
chick
I'm
slapped me,
traumatized.
boy. I
Maybe I'm
beat the brakes off
traumatized.
her. But we was in middle
Maybe I need a
school.
therapy.
I'm about to say, bruh.
No, she deserved it. The white girl slapped me for my own seat.
In school?
I looked at her like, what the heck?
What just
Slapped her.
happened?
Bow. And then just went crazy. And I didn't care because the whole time I was here, my mama said, hey, a girl hit you? Whoop her.
Yeah.
But it's middle school time, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
start it. I didn't want to hit her. I don't hit women, but that moment, she slapped me, dog.
I'ma
I used to
be-
always look at the white boys and say, how they let these girls slap them and don't do nothing.
And it happened to you.
And that's another thing to your question. Some women keep hitting men because no one taught them a lesson. Like,
Yeah,
that's
bro,
real.
you cannot.
That's
I
real.
got sisters, I got
mind-
little nieces. I
in my
say,
mind,
bro,
I
do
think-
not hit boys like that
I
because you
think
will
that's
get
why your
knocked
mother
out.
told you to do that. Like,
That's what I'm
early
saying.
on, you got to let these girls know, like, hey, I'm stronger than you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, you really don't want these issues, dog.
So
They don't
so
think you'll do
that.
something.
so sometimes, bro, in a relationship, bro, or in a marriage, dog, you gotta let if you a dude, you gotta let your girl know, like, hey, I'm not with that BS. Like, you're not gonna put your hands on me, type of thing. But you gotta do it in a way not to scare her, but let her know, like, yo, I'm not no punk. Because I'm gonna be real with you.
I
If
think
you in the crib,
your lifestyle gonna show her that. You
I was
feel
just
me?
about to
True.
say that. 'cause
Yeah, but-
sometimes you ain't gotta
it-
say nothing.
but sometimes,
dog.
bro,
I ain't
listen.
that
But
thing.
here's
You
the
should
thing,
know
though.
better.
girlfriends ain't never
But
tried
no,
to
even
beat
if
me
you,
up.
even if your lifestyle shows that, bro, there are women who just test you regardless.
That's real, but
Maybe I provoked it. You
I
know,
can't say
I
nothing
can't get a
about it.
full story. You feel me? Maybe I provoked it, but she shouldn't have slapped me. But
Bro,
Yeah.
bro, listen, man. I don't want to
Exactly.
get slapped.
You
I don't want to
deserved
slap
it, but
nobody.
she was still wrong.
Nobody
Yeah.
should hit nobody,
That's why I
man.
can't-
that's
you know
real.
what I'm
That's
saying?
real.
Nobody should, but if you hit me,
I ain't
bro,
gonna lie.
Pop mine.
listen, I suffer from I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been diagnosed.
Nah, not you too.
No, no real talk.
Go
I've
ahead.
been diagnosed, man, with R&R.
What that is?
Yeah, it's called a real nigga reflex. That's what it's called, bro. You feel me?
I thought it was something.
Right, real talk, bro. It's called a real nigga reflex, bro.
So
Like,
whatever,
you know,
so
sister,
happens,
I'm just
it's
saying
bad.
that. It's like, hold on, bro. Like, bro.
Anybody could get it.
Like, bro, I'm sorry, bro. Like, bro, you're not gonna hit, bro. Listen, one of the most disrespectful, like my daddy told me, one of the
Nah,
most
super disrespectful, bro.
one of the most disrespectful things, top two, spitting on somebody and hitting somebody.
That's real.
You
That
know
is
what
the
I told-
most disrespectful.
You
I
can't
told,
spit
I told
on
my
me, dog.
father that it happened, right? And my daddy say, man, maybe she watched WWF a lot. And she was a fan. Like, she was a big fan of
The Rock.
WWF for
Women
real.
be slapping men in
See,
all these shows, though.
I ain't gonna
That's the
lie.
thing.
Yeah,
The only
bro.
time I don't like beat on women or anything like that. The only time I feel like is like you have like that I would beat on a woman if you like fighting my daughter, my girl, or my mama.
But even then, I don't see myself
Nah,
like
I'm
hitting
sorry,
a girl,
bro. If I see you
'Cause
like
the advantage is just too much. I'm gonna feel soft by even hit. I probably like pick up a chick and
that's
like, bro,
that's
listen.
hitting them. What
Nah.
you mean? No. You
Like,
said just picking them like this.
Picking
That's
up
it.
Maybe like, you know.
What you mean?
You doing like slam? He's trying to slam somebody.
Maybe-
You're not gonna let her down soft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nah.
She putting hands to your mama.
That's what I'm telling you.
I'm rocking them.
I'm not gonna.
Yo,
rock
you
her, bro.
you tell a woman hit my mama down?
I'm knocking
It's
you
on.
out. I'm
Maybe,
sorry.
maybe I'm just talking. Maybe I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
talking.
trust
That's
me,
what I'm saying.
Gabe, you
Because I
just
love
talking.
my mother. Maybe I'm just talking.
I'm sorry.
By-
Nah, I believe they know. And listen, I know you're a pastor and all that, but I got you, bro.
Kick her head off.
Nah,
I don't
that's
blame you,
why I
bro.
blacked out then. That
And
was
listen,
black
she
out.
ain't my mama. If
you
somebody hit her, I'm hitting her too.
Bro, I
This is the
probably
thing.
black out.
Even
but
if I don't-
have my
That's-
You
mind.
hit my mama down?
Exactly. And keep going. You
No,
might not know.
Once she gonna feel that, she ain't gonna do
Listen,
nothing no more.
fam,
Trust me.
Just know.
I'll just knock her out, and whoever the dude gonna
Nah,
try to
man.
come at me because of that, come on. Because I'm not
can't-
gonna
I
let
can't-
my
I can't
female
condone
people
it, man.
get disrespected.
I'd rather because that's actually a conversation I want to transition to, but let's stay here for a little longer.
Yeah,
let's stay here for a little longer. But yeah, I don't know. For me personally, I don't know. Maybe the slam.
I'm gonna cause damage though. Even if it's not a punch, whatever I do to her,
She gonna feel it.
she gonna feel worse whatever she did to my mama, dog. Because
Yeah.
I'm gonna feel bad that I even let my mama get hit.
No cap.
Yeah.
Because the chick
Yeah.
probably in my situation.
No cap.
Yeah.
Because some girls will say, "Oh, go get
But
your
how-
sister,"
how
or "Go
evil-
get this or that." You
How
know what I'm
evil
saying?
is this woman to go hit my mama though?
It's
Bro,
people
Yeah.
like
bro,
that.
Yeah.
bro, there are
They
women
don't,
like
that's
that, bro.
that's your mama. That's not her mama, bro.
Fact.
But nah,
There are women
she
like
should
that. They
know
don't care.
my
Some
mama-
don't care
They
about
don't
their own
care.
mama. You
That's
think
what I'm
they care
saying.
about
They
your
don't
mama?
care, bro. They just don't
Like,
care. There are some
very
women like that.
disrespectful.
That's
When they
big.
get in their emotions, bro, and then they feelings about
Just
certain
as-
things,
just like
that could
women
be the
can
pettiest thing. She
Be
ready to hit
malicious
somebody.
towards kids.
Come on,
you be like,
man.
God,
True.
how
Why
you put
would
the
you do
jit
that?
in this? Like,
Yeah, I've seen that in public,
and I
bro.
don't heard the worst of the worst. Like this, like the worst of the worst. Not just that kid's ugly. This, I don't care if this kid die. Like,
Oh,
they get
no.
evil. These are women. Like, I ain't even trying to talk bad about women. Like they say, men are strong and we dumb like dogs. Some of us do have dumb strength we don't even know about. But women, when it come to their feelings and them being mad and
they
really
mouth.
want you to feel
They
it,
could be vicious.
they will hit you lower than low. Especially they so-called enemy or whatnot, or whatever messing their day up. That girl who don't care if that's your mama, your grandma, or your kid. They don't care. Certainly,
crazy.
some
Me
of them
neither.
are.
I'm knocking her out.
Some of-
Uppercuts and all.
That's
fam.
why I don't care.
That's
what I'm
right.
saying.
WWF / Street Fighter / Mortal Kombat.
Rocking.
Because if I'm
Finish
dealing
them.
with one that don't care that much to touch my mama, I
Touch my
don't.
mama,
it's a
dog?
real
What?
I
problem.
can't care.
Yeah, I don't even know how I'd react to a situation like that.
Bro, that's crazy.
I know
I
how
don't
to
even want to
react.
think about that no more.
yeah,
Nah,
me
bro.
either.
Yeah.
Right?
My
That,
mama,
that
dog.
just makes me get upset just thinking
Yeah,
about
So
it.
you know how you gonna
What?
react.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
imagine your mama get hit in your face. You just thinking
Nah,
about
I
it. You already
can't-
hot.
I can't even imagine
I don't
that,
even
bro.
want to think about it. Let's
Exactly.
go,
So
man.
there go your answer. Chicks need to stop hitting dudes. Dudes need to stop hitting women.
Yes.
Or provoking them too.
No,
Yeah,
and both
both
need
ways.
to stop provoking each other.
Yeah,
like,
both
Yeah, if you can't listen, if you can't,
especially like, and I ain't gonna lie, dog. Like, and I don't think it's a secret. And listen to me. I'm not condoning because I want to have this conversation for men. Men should not be putting their hands on women just to show like they a man. Like some men,
nah.
without even being provoked, they literally just like manhandle their women because that it's a sense of you're not going anywhere type stuff.
I feel like they
But-
got women issues.
like they
No,
got
1000,
or
but before-
controlling issues.
But before we get there, I just want to say this, man. Fighting. If you know, and women know, if you know you're dating or married to a man that has a temper, don't provoke him. Break up. But if you know that he has a temper, and you see how he lashes out, and you're still with him. Because it only takes one time for a man to like snap on you for you to see, oh, buddy can't control his emotions. If you continuously date this guy, I need you to understand, either you get out this relationship or don't provoke him. because whatever happens to you is probably your fault.
For
Hey,
staying.
whoa.
I don't know.
For
Do
staying.
y'all agree with me?
Hold on. Explain that again.
I get what he's saying.
That's where the deserving and right
Exactly.
or wrong comes into play. He says
I
it's
get
probably
what
her
he's
fault. Like she
For
probably,
staying.
No, yeah, she stayed, so she.
Yeah.
It's her fault that she stayed.
If
Yeah.
you're dealing with a man that which is
He ain't right for doing what
emotionally
he did to her.
unbalanced, dog, like
But
you
it's
can
her
tell
fault
that this
'cause
guy
she
can't
stayed.
control his anger.
Why they started dating in the first place?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you don't know how
but
somebody is
But here's the
sometimes.
thing, though. But here's the thing. This is the
Yeah.
reason why. Let me comment on that.
Please.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. The base of what you're saying, I get it. You know, you got yourself in a situation. Now you got to do the consequences. But I feel like sometimes, though, Nori,
And you can leave this. You can leave the situation at any point.
But the thing
Yes.
is, though, it depends on the situation, though, Nori. Because some people, bro, they know how to be great actors, bro. And then when you actually get to know that person later on, then had a baby by that person, now all of a sudden all that abuse stuff coming
Yeah, no,
out.
that's
But
different.
Noise said
Manipulation,
you know
bro.
they have a
Said
different
once you
now.
know, once they
already know.
reveal it.
Yeah,
Once
so
they
that's-
reveal it,
Yeah.
I know that there's individuals that are stuck in those situations.
Yeah.
They get married and now they find out this guy
Well,
is crazy.
That's what
Just
I'm
know
saying.
you never
You can
stuck,
leave that
bro.
too. Yeah.
You could think you're stuck, but you're never stuck.
At
I
all.
mean, I
bro.
can't speak for everybody, though.
That's true.
Like,
You ain't
the
never
reason-
stuck,
I'm
bro.
gonna say that. No, the reason why I say that,
Could you imagine your sister calling you?
But
Well,
here's
let me ask you this, man. You have a sister.
100 of them.
100
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that like people tell me, oh, they married, that's their business. But if my sister come tell me her husband or somebody put their hands on her, I feel like I have to intervene.
I intervene
Facts.
like on some slick stuff though,
Facts.
because you got to remember, you got a girl. Say you got to take the sister part out and think of them as just someone else's girlfriend. Sometimes stuff can happen. They run and tell the story first.
Okay.
My sisters know what her brothers will do, capable of.
Yeah, yeah.
I have to remember my sister used to make me want to whoop her. So she might come tell some story like, I don't know, he came home late and just jumped on me. And then I know my sister. She's these alpha girl. She's not.
And we ain't talking about no
The
sororities.
dude's not
none of
gonna
that.
come late because
Yeah.
he know what gonna go down. So when I hear this story, I'm not gonna like it, but I'm gonna just be around more a little bit. I'm gonna peep him, I'm gonna see if he got this temper that he's hiding. I'm gonna do little stuff. I'm gonna invite him out when she ain't around. I might do something to him she don't even know, because let's say he found out she told me. When they go back in that house, my sister's vulnerable to get killed and everything, bro.
Yeah.
So sometimes you got to stay out of it, but still keep your ear to what's going on.
I respect that.
That's what I mean.
I mean, in a situation like that, man,
I respect
I got
that.
2 older sisters, bro.
Thank you for that.
I ain't gonna lie, I don't get in their business, bro, unless they invite me into their business. Cause like at the end of the day, like plus they both older than me, but you know we let the person know, okay, like sis, one thing we're not gonna do is like you're not gonna like trying to panic us and be like, oh, this happened if you ain't to give us the full rundown. Cause a lot of times at that moment, all they can think about, oh, he hit me, right? I'm like, okay, I'm the type of person, he hit you. What made him hit you? Like, what happened? But they're like, oh, no, he hit me, that's it.
Yeah.
And I'm the type of person, I'm like, okay, he hit you. I'm not going to just run to your rescue. I'm going to be like, what happened? Because I ain't going to lie to you. I hate to say this, but some of our siblings deserve to get hit.
You just didn't agree with what Gabe said when he was talking about the
Yeah,
last
you just-
scenario,
you just
big
said-
dog.
Yeah,
No,
I
I'm
nobody
just
deserves
saying-
it.
But-
No,
agree
I don't
with the
believe. No,
base.
I said like nobody should be hitting nobody. But what I'm
Right.
saying is though, like if it's a point where, like for example, let's say my sister was that woman blocking the exit, right, for the dude to leave, and he's doing everything in his power, like he's not, I want to leave, but she kept provoking him, and let's say he last time to hit. I don't know.
And I ain't
You
gonna
know,
lie,
you see your
um,
sister with them black
I don't
eyes,
know,
bro.
Yo, your brother
Yeah.
just said something serious too, because I've learned this from cousins. They end up going right back to him.
That's what I
That- I
meant.
was
She's
gonna
gonna
ask
go
about
back
that
in the
too.
house. I just
Yeah.
didn't say that little part
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Joe know what I'm talking about.
Oh, that's on purpose.
We might run that. No, and not personal. I'm just saying.
no,
Period. We done seen too many situations.
I've experienced this as
You
well.
think
with
they
a cousin.
broke up? You like, what if I would have went and did what
And when
she
they got
called me to do?
pregnant again.
They're right back together. You would have been the enemy,
Yeah.
or they would have told on you.
No, if anything, you ain't
Feel
even
what I'm saying?
invited to the house no more.
That's why if something get done, she ain't gonna know. Nobody gonna know. I'm gonna catch them in the grocery store, wherever, because you gotta cover your back, because they could lie, just like little kids lie. They would literally start a fight and then come to say someone hit them.
Yeah.
So when they know you're the protector. You feel what I'm saying? Well, or they know that you go dumb about them.
They
I'm with it,
abuse.
I'm
That's
with
what I'm
it.
saying.
So
though, like
sometimes
in situations like that, like I said, if my sister was the one blocking the exit and the guy is trying to remove himself, he's trying to leave, but you keep blocking the exit and you like no, and like you know what I'm saying, and let's say he like push her to the ground or whatever like that, I'm not gonna get mad.
what
you punch
what
her
if
in the
he
eye,
do
though?
more than that?
Yeah.
If you do more than that,
Break her ribs.
I don't.
See, I'm the oldest. So
I don't know, man.
I do not play about my siblings. That's one thing. So if my brother tells me like this female keep beating on me, I'm gonna be like, okay, where's she at? Because I do not play that.
My thing
I'm
is,
sorry.
what they just keep going back to do. So now you feel like a fool. You just
That's
but they still with
embarrassing.
them. So I'm just like,
That's
But it's like
that's
if
a high rate of
why
them
make me
going
waste
back.
my time?
That's
They going
if
back.
somebody
That's
is
why.
beating on my brother, that's a different story.
And this
Like,
one thing I get
that's
scared of though. I'm just keeping 100 because we all could get knocked off.
That's real.
Your sister might call you for their boyfriend. This boy might be the gangsterest killer in the world.
That's real.
No, so you
Now I
already,
come play
So now-
protect the boy brother.
no, you
So
already,
you
but you
already
should know this
feel
though.
like-
And
You know
but
this,
sometimes you don't know.
Okay.
It's just like I done been the boyfriend.
and they don't
And
even
these
know.
brothers think they finna run down on just
they
some
can't peep that?
regular. They don't know the
I don't
dude.
know. I could peep certain things.
A lot of brothers don't know their sister's boyfriend. They just
That's
know she
true.
got a boyfriend.
Okay,
They don't
That's
know who he with, who he connected with, what he into,
I'm with you.
and you might be walking in a death trap, bro.
Yep. Then
That's
you lost your
real.
life.
That's
just
the
because
that's
For
you
nothing.
where it's
trying to-
messed up.
Yeah.
Much
I
life for
feel like-
nothing.
That's a real
I
statement.
feel like with
Here
my-
lies for trying to protect my sister. Nah, bro, I'm not on my grave looking like that. Nah.
and she coming to see you. She coming to your funeral with the dude.
Yeah, bro. Like that's
I'd
what
be
I'm
hot.
saying. I gotta be invited to the situation. Like what's going on?
Yeah,
Like
Kenva Monroe said the same thing. She says exactly. I got to be invited.
like big facts, bro. Like I done seen so many. Like I done seen some stuff, bro. Especially in Lake Worth. Like you feel me? Like bro.
Man, get off my city, bro.
Like no, I was seeing some stuff like the
They
dude,
pointing now, huh?
like the dude playing the
Saturday, switching
hero,
out.
right? Like the dude playing the
Listen,
hero,
yeah.
protecting the sibling, whenever, right? And then the sibling went back with the person. I'm like, bro, you did nothing. You just
Yeah.
did nothing, bro.
That's
Leave it alone.
that's
Yeah.
Just
that's
leave
the
it alone,
tricky
bro.
part.
That's the
if-
thing. Like, if I see that happening, I'm gonna just step back, take my distance, cause
What?
That's
That's
tough.
real.
I mean, I love my sister, bro. I would have wanted my sister to get hit, but bro, what if she is at fault? What if she was the one who provoked? What if she was the one who traumatized him? What if she was the one who triggered?
That's real.
Like, come on, man. Like, these are no. Listen, I understand. Yes, that's your brother. That's your sister. Y'all love you. Got the same last name, but you could be wrong too. That's not possible that they wrong.
Of course, bro. Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, bro. Stand up for, and then yeah, you get killed for nothing.
But see,
Fuck that, bro.
in
R.I.P. Neff, 'cause
in
he
my-
saved his sister.
he's stupid. In my situation, I'm thankful, I guess, for the family that I have, and the women in my family don't really have to worry about that. I ain't trying to say we big macho people, but there's a lot of dudes in the family. I got a lot of brothers. I got like 9 brothers and like 5 sisters. You feel what I'm saying? So I feel like the dudes coming in to the relationship with my sisters, they peep the scene and be like, you know what?
back out.
Let me chill. You know what I'm saying?
I
But I
respect that.
do have one sister who's an alpha sister, like you saying. I don't get along with her. You know what I'm trying to tell you? Because the way she is, like the way she do stuff, she's wrong. And she has a beta husband. You feel what I'm saying? Like us as the brothers be telling the husband, yo, what you doing? Leave. You know what I'm saying? But to me,
You guys, the brothers tell you.
exactly what I said.
Praise God.
Us brothers are telling the guy to leave.
To break up with your sister?
See,
Yes.
that's real. That's real.
No, real talk.
No, that's real talk.
Because we seen this man come from a healthy guy to a pinky.
That's
You feel
sad.
me? Which is crazy.
I'm surprised his mama ain't intervened yet.
Nah,
man.
I think it's the family. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I don't know, whatever. But all I'm saying is, like, with that aspect, like, what y'all saying is, you got to know when to leave. If you stay there, it's your fault.
No cap.
You feel me? Even
Yeah.
though it's not right for whatever the people doing to you, if you choose to stay, that's on you.
That's what I was saying.
You
Like,
can't look for no
especially-
savior.
Especially if they like, if you see the red flags, man, listen to them.
Yeah.
A lot of people be ignoring red flags, and that's how we had this conversation a couple months ago, man. Ignoring red flags, man. You ain't doing yourself no service. You can't put this other person's feelings before yourself, bro. And a lot of people end up doing that.
That's real.
Kenva says looking like a fool, cause while you still mad at the situation, they done made up. That's why you stay out of it. They grown, let them lay in the bed they made.
That's
Facts,
real.
bro. And I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like, even though like we could talk about this, some of us may like
Sister
laugh.
Esther doing more. She doing more talking on the chat than she doing on
Cause I'm
live.
respecting y'all. I ain't trying to speak over y'all. Go ahead, just say your stuff.
A
I
lot
read
of
my stuff.
But like it's
I'm
a,
just
like
playing with you, love.
like I ain't gonna lie to you, but like even though we could talk about this, you know, in good humor and everything,
Yeah.
but it is a sad situation where like you do see a sibling that you really care for and love,
Yeah.
where you trying to help, but they don't want your help. They really want to keep going back to the same mess.
Okay.
It really do
It's
hurt
hard.
because there's nothing you can do
do.
about that.
Yeah.
No, you
and,
can
And then
do.
if they die, like you feel even.
Yeah, because you could have
Could
did
have done
something and you
more.
didn't. Like,
one thing,
man.
one thing I want, because I see it more in like black domestic violence. If you are gonna go help your brother or sister, try to keep violence out of it. You feel what I'm saying?
Or like intervene on some.
Because it's been situations where I'm like, bro, if dude come trying to put down, he gonna get what he looking for.
Yeah. you gonna
But
handle
if he
yourself.
come like, hey, bro, I know you go with my sister, just they try to talk it out, even if you ain't even like
Trying
you
to
don't
hit.
care about him, you might be like, all right, bro, I feel you. And even if it don't go that smoothly, it still didn't get violent. It still didn't get out of hand. You try to handle it as an adult. A lot of time, a lot of situations get out of hand because nobody being an adult. You feel what I'm saying? Come in a situation, for one, it's not your relationship.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't even care as much. That's what I had to learn. Because I used to really sit up there like I'm in a domestic relationship right now.
But that's that
Because it's your
disconnect.
people.
You have to learn how to
You
disconnect.
gotta learn how to okay, I heard they beefing, and it is important, but it's not for to make this no priority. Because you might act out of emotion, bro. You mad because you got to take this time out your day to go check your sister boyfriend.
Yeah.
So you like, I'm not finna waste time. I'm finna go do something to him. And now it's bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then now,
Like this
bro,
is real talk I'm talking about. Like it get bigger.
And then now to
You
add
don't
on,
know who you're dealing with.
to add on what Jirach is saying, right? Another reality that we have to understand is like once that happens, right, it gets bigger. Now you got to deal with his family.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like now it's a
No, it's a
war,
cycle.
bro.
It's a cycle.
I go everywhere Olo with no problem, and they know where I'm from. But now I beef with my sister boyfriend. Ain't got to be my sister, cause she might be watching. I'm not talking about any of y'all. But if the shoe fit, wear it.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
God bless you.
these dudes might be from another hood just another hood.
Yeah.
I done did whatever to their homeboy. Now I'm so-and-so's brother in their hood slipping.
That's real. You
I
wouldn't
go
even know
everywhere
it.
You
straight.
wouldn't even know it, yeah.
So now
That's
you got to
real.
watch over your back over somebody else's beef.
That's facts.
See, I'm not losing sleep over that. I love my sleep. I'm like, no.
So that's his thin line,
All
bro.
right, man. So let's transition a little bit, man, to the game. What's more disrespectful? But we gonna have to
I
come
love
back.
this game.
We gonna have to come back to that conversation, no cap, because I don't know. I think we at a level that a lot of people are dealing with right now in regards to what are the boundaries of a family member in involving yourself into a relationship. But all right, man. What's more disrespectful? What's more disrespectful? So you rock out to this Lauryn Hill. I heard they going on the tour, man, but they saying that they might stop because of prayers.
Because
I
of
mean,
who?
what?
Prize.
Prez.
Plies?
Prize? What's the homie name on Refugees?
Oh,
In the food
Yeah,
truck?
Prize.
yeah.
Prize.
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause
Why?
he
What
what's
you
wrong
mean
with
because
him?
of him?
He has like a political thing.
Oh,
Ooh.
Like he has like actual, I don't know if it's warrants, but he has charges against him. So because of that, they saying that it might affect the tour.
Because of terrorists or something?
Nah, I guess something
one
that
of them
he
had
did.
big charges. I know that.
Some
at one
It might have
point.
been Prize.
I think some campaign thing that he did in Haiti. So it's like it's
He had big
political.
charges.
But I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Shout out to Prize. I know he's Zoe and all, but I didn't really thought he was a big factor in the Fugees.
He wasn't, but you still want to see the three
Yeah,
up there. You
you
want to
feel
see the
me?
three.
Like,
I actually think he was one of them dudes behind the scenes. A lot of the production and the
Yeah.
engineering,
Like Slim.
like how this Wu Tang thing is.
Yeah.
You find out later, like this one of these dudes are more like producers. They're not the main rapper or
Prize well, thank you,
you
Joe.
know.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing just Lauren and Wyclef. I'll be straight.
Nah, I mean, I wouldn't mind just seeing Lauryn Hill, man. I rock with Wyclef too, though.
Yeah, Lauren Hill is the Fugees.
Exactly.
Fact.
All right, man.
honest.
So
Nah,
so
bro,
what's
My boy is
Creative
just ad lib
tour.
in the back.
what's
Who,
more
Clef?
disrespectful? What's more
Clef
disrespectful?
just
What's more disrespectful?
do
Let's
whatever
let's
he
get
do.
to it. Let's get to it.
Let's get to it.
Your boss accusing you are your boss accusing you. I'm sorry. What's more disrespectful? Your boss accusing you that you're not performing a task at work, but end up finding out that you did it and he never apologized. Versus Your coworker snitching on you for being late to work.
The boss.
I got the coworker.
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 I'm going with the boss.
Coworker.
I got the coworker though.
I got the boss.
Yeah.
I expect the coworker to compete with me, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, I expect that.
But your
Snitch.
boss,
Expect
your
Them
boss
snitches.
think you didn't
There's
do
a lot of
something
candidates
that already jeopardizes your job. Feel what I'm saying? And then you did do it, and he didn't even acknowledge that he was wrong.
Right.
So now your job's still kind of on the line, and you got to swallow. You got to be passive right now because if you check him for how he really tried you,
Exactly. That's
your
why I go
job's
to
still
HR.
on the line. It's like your coworker snitching on you. It's just like, bro, you lame, whatever.
That's
I ain't gotta
it.
be your homeboy, and I can't let you see me be lame.
Clock out, fam.
So
When I was working at Walmart, I did not play.
HR?
No, HR.
What you do when you go to HR? You snitch on
I
them?
go ahead and I write my essay.
See, this is why you
You got
need
a
women on
5
your
in the
team, bro.
FCAT.
Women that get your bills cut, bro. Like they'll call Comcast, be on the
facts.
phone. They get your like,
Bills
bro.
cut.
You
Let me
need.
speak to your supervisor.
We need women, bro. Women, dog. Yeah.
You ain't wrong.
What's more disrespectful? Someone coughing without covering their mouth in 2021 versus someone walking in front of you and farts but don't look back.
Oh, snap.
I got the fart.
What's the end of your fart question?
They don't look back.
Don't look back.
Like they
Wait,
just
but
keep
then
moving and they know you
When
behind
they
them.
look back, they gonna look embarrassed.
So they just keep it moving. They done farted up. They,
Don't nobody look
I'm gonna
back
go
when
with
they
the fart because the cough. Corona's so serious. We think every cough is Corona related.
doubt.
It gets scary, but it's not really. It's been disrespectful to just cough in my face.
I'm not gonna lie.
Fart,
Bro,
bro.
fart, bro. You walking, bro, and then fume. You know what I'm saying? That bitch hit you in your face.
And
dog.
what if they took that half a second pause to let you know
Yeah,
they wanted to fart in
bro.
your face?
No,
They
that's
stopped a little bit and then kept
What
on.
if they
I'm not
jump?
gonna lie.
They lift the leg on you.
Oh, lift the leg on you.
I don't know. I feel like
That's on
both
purpose.
of them.
You out here farting on people, man.
I don't know.
Let me find out you out here farting on people. Come on,
Y'all agree?
that's
gotta
my
do
little
the
fit,
cough.
bro.
Yeah.
Cough might kill you these
What
days.
you going with,
That's
Ken?
true.
The-
I went to the movies the other day and I heard somebody cough. I'm like,
I ain't gonna lie. People be in the car with me. I be hearing car. I put the window down on the car. Like, you gotta
Yeah.
tighten up. I be doing it to Charlotte all the time. You put the window down. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
play.
the cough
get
will
me
kill you.
sick.
I feel like I got a strong immune system, so I don't really care about the cough, but
Man, I
that
ain't
farting
testing
though,
God, man.
it's
Because you're a
disrespectful though. You
zombie.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
very.
you got all the
'Cause-
remedies, bitch.
But I'm
That's
saying
real.
you gotta let it out though, don't you?
What, the pitty?
Yeah.
Sometimes just slip out.
That's-
I'm
that's-
gonna be like,
that's
I'm
a
not
loose
even about
booty.
to embarrass
Yeah.
you. Go ahead and walk.
That's a loose booty.
If it slips, you lose.
Or you've been holding it for too long and then the time ran out.
Run away. Run away.
You've been holding it for too long.
You've been
Corner.
drinking them protein shakes.
Sit in
you
the
know,
corner
and
and
stuff,
just let it
trying to be
ride.
healthy.
For real, bro.
Eat
That-
your
Nah,
pocket
but
and
Wrong
stuff.
step.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in your stomach,
That
bruh.
smell though, cause that
It'd be
smell
so
could mess
bad.
me up. I could
Yeah.
throw up.
You know what they say though? If your
But
fart,
will you die though?
if your fart
I
stink,
could.
if your fart stink, that means you gotta take a dump.
Really?
So
I
anybody-
believe that.
Wait, don't all
I
farts
believe.
Nah.
No, some is just
Nah.
air.
Some
Nah.
of them
Some
are
of it's
very
just air.
If this
Yo, I don't believe that, bro.
We got no air coming out of us. We got farts. I don't know what females got going on. Maybe there's air for them when they fart so stink. All our farts stink. No, they probably do have little
No,
air
but it
farts.
can be worse.
I'm saying,
No, women fart be worse, bro.
don't have no air
Yo,
farts.
bro,
yo,
there's a different
let me
smell.
let from my pit to
When
the
you
blah.
fart stink, you gotta go, bro.
Yeah,
All I
that's
know
what it
is-
mean.
It's true.
Well,
Even
I
my
gotta-
kids say,
I gotta-
"Mommy, you're
I gotta
right. That's
all the
true."
time.
Every time. That's what I was about to
Hey,
say.
no, hey, no.
It's because it's passing.
I remember, bro. I farted around my brother, dog. You know, he told me. He said, "Bro, this is what you need to do, bro. You need to first of all burn the drawers that you got on, and also go ahead, go take a shower, bro. Like, bro, you can't be farting like that, bro. And you not, and you think you straight. Like, bro, it's not right.
You did one of them serious science project sounding farts,
the
bro.
wet farts.
Nice
That's what it
wet
was.
No, you know what I'm saying,
marching
bro?
band. I know what you sounded like.
You know what I'm saying?
Lord, thought they was-
Said, wet.
They hit you with that yo stinking boot ass.
Yeah.
heard
They be
that a
so
long time.
disgusted. They just look at you like, bro, you serious right now?
I ain't no female
You
just
just
let air
farted
out
for real?
though, bro.
No, they lying, bro. Don't listen to them, man.
I'm just
No.
saying, bro. I'm
Every
taking their
fart
word,
stinks.
fam.
I don't care.
I'm taking their
You could
word.
have farted way more
I'm-
around you
yeah,
than
I'm
you even realized
taking
because you didn't
their
smell
word.
or
Taking
hear
their word,
anything.
bro.
I ain't.
It's
When
them
mine
si-
don't
them-
stink, that's when I
Sometimes
be
it's air.
shocked.
No,
What's going
Like when
on
it
here?
don't stink, I like, hold on.
Yo,
I don't smell nothing. I don't smell nothing, bro. But chicks talking, if you like, bro, I don't think my body working right. It's supposed to stay.
especially the silent farts too.
you know?
Yeah.
They be silent, bro. You're from and they
Definitely.
killing everybody.
I got
Silent but
Bernie
deadly,
Mac,
bro.
Bernie Mac said it, bro. He said if your fart stink, that mean you got a doodle.
Well,
It's true.
Yeah.
then like I said, I got to do
I
all
don't
the
know. I
time
would
then.
just finish doodle and I got to fart. So sometimes I don't know. It's
There's
just
something
your
wrong with
stomach,
you.
bro.
Who,
Man, get
Maybe.
checked out. Yeah.
It
My
might
bowels
be
work
me.
great. So
It
I
might
don't
be
know.
me.
All right, man. So
no air farts though.
Last one, man. Last one. What's more disrespectful? Someone borrowing something from you, breaks it, and says it was already like that, versus someone changing the song while you vibing and singing to it.
Changing the
my
song.
God.
Changing the song.
Changing the song.
Changing the song,
can't break
bro.
it,
Changing the song, cause I'm gonna prove you wrong. That it
What if
wasn't
it's
like
your
that.
PS4
So you
though?
gonna pay for it.
What if it's your PS4?
See?
Why you gotta do that?
I'm just saying.
You gotta really think about the question now.
Yeah.
Why you gotta do
Y'all
that?
gotta think about these
Breaking myself.
questions. 'Cause that song ain't that important to you.
You could go back to
I
the
can press
song.
back.
I'm gonna come back with your car missing a tire.
Because not just that, you ever
Y'all
get
niggas
you
mad about
get
songs.
slightly disrespected when they change a song and they
Yeah.
change it to a better song than you was listening
And
to.
then you
He's like,
vibe.
oh, you straight.
Yeah.
Nah, bro.
For a split second, you like, bro,
I
why
be
you
giving them
change
the
the
little
music?
test there. I be like,
Bro, you killing my vibe, bro.
Like,
Now
you
when they
had to
put a
put it
better
like that.
song on,
Stuff, bro. They broke your stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, that's
good.
okay.
It's my stuff, fam.
and
Don't
you
borrow
telling me it was
Oh.
already broken?
and then you tell me it's already
I don't know.
broken.
Pastor can put me
Am
in
I
a
stupid,
vulnerable
bro?
position.
You gotta think about it, man. Y'all think about songs, but
That's
bro,
what I'm saying.
It's
Oh,
your
rip,
thing,
bro, you
nothing.
As
break it.
long as the person,
Bro,
break
sometimes when you want to
if they
replace.
tell you that it was already like that,
That's worse.
That's
that's
disrespectful.
that is.
that means they
telling
don't
you.
plan on replacing it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I ain't do that.
Yeah.
Messed up, bro. What you mean?
That's what
What
kids
about
do,
they
dog.
don't even say nothing.
Yeah.
You don't went through it. You don't went through it though.
Bruh.
If I
That's
know I can
exactly-
break it, that's all.
that's
They
what
people
turn
kids
you
do.
into the bad guy. They the
Yeah.
victim now.
Yeah, Darlene say someone breaking my stuff, bro. No cap.
Yeah,
man.
bro. That
What up,
song
Darlene?
is
What up,
nothing,
what up?
dog. I can
Hey, this-
replay it back.
Joe said he farts Bath and Body Works.
Joe is my brother,
He's
man.
an amazing man.
And when he come down here, I'm gonna have him on the
Nasty
show
as
for
dog.
sure.
Yeah, man.
He's an
please,
amazing man, man.
Please, man.
Oh,
Yeah. His nickname is Big Nasty. You think he fought Bath and Body Works? Come on, man. That boy a fool, for real. I'm telling you.
Listen, man. Tonight was great. I know I usually like just tell y'all to stay open in regards to what kind of game y'all want to give tonight. I mean, every night. But tonight, man, I would love for y'all to just focus in on giving maybe a wife or a husband, somebody in a relationship that's maybe abusive, or a brother that may want to get involved, or a sister that may want to get involved. Like, give some direct game, man, one by one. Take your time with it, man. We're going to start it out with Brother Neff.
My advice would be, listen, I believe that the Lord always provides an exit, and take that exit. Real talk. I know right now, whoever's listening on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, whatever platform that we're on, you may be going through an abusive relationship, whatever it's, emotional, psychological, verbal, or physical. Find the exit and get up out of there.
Yes,
Like,
sir.
your life is too precious to be, to be getting hurt like that, and it's tough because you may feel like you invested a lot in that person, probably done had kids with that person, got property with that person, but bro, your life is worth more than anything materialistic, you know what I'm saying? And like, if you trust in the Lord that he'll make a way, he will. And I know it's easier said than done, but last time I checked, man, we serve a God who split the Red Sea.
Amen.
We serve a God who done healed the blind. We serve a God who healed people who had, bleeding issues.
Yes,
You feel what I'm saying?
blind.
So,
Amen.
and he's still the same today.
Yes, sir.
He has not changed yet. God has not never failed me to this day, and he will never fail you if you just trust in him. So I want to advise you, young lady, young man, if you're going through an abusive relationship, marriage, get up out of there, please. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of there.
Before Sister S goes, Brother Big Dog Joe say, love yourself and recognize disrespect and kill it early. Don't let any man or woman break you.
That's real.
Queen S.
For sure.
I like to say Neff stole my gem for the night. Just want to put that out there. So I'm gonna come up with another one. Dang, I kind of forgot it.
Don't steal
Wait,
mine.
one second.
I got you.
Oh yeah. your I want to say that your purpose will energize you. Sometimes you feel like kind of tired. You had a long day doing other stuff and whatnot, and you feel like you just ain't got it for what you're really supposed to be doing. But when you start doing it, you sometimes like get lost and zone out. So I just want to encourage everybody to just not put what they're supposed to be doing to the side in the back burner of everything else going on in your life. If you just put your mind to, I'll just do it for 30 minutes. You might find that you've been doing it for 3 hours.
Yeah,
So focus on what you're meant to do.
Amen. Amen.
I would like to say to everyone just to pray for peace, because you could go through a whole bunch of stuff. Just ask the Lord for peace and he will give it to you. And that's just that.
Amen. Amen. Big homie Ken.
If you're getting beat up in a relationship, you should go. Ain't no trying to see, oh, he gonna change. This is not who he really is or who she really is. Just leave, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you don't know what can happen. And you don't know what you can find after you leave that person, you know what I'm saying? So if you in a abusive or a toxic relationship, just make the right choice, man. You feel me? Protect yourself.
Amen.
For sure. I would say realize and recognize and don't justify or make excuses for your partner's actions. Like I've heard women say, he yelled a lot and all of that, but he never put his hands on me. Or he talk gangster, but he won't do it, but I be scared sometimes. Let's stop playing dumb. Just like dudes end up stabbed, and the girl been warned him 100 times that she'll stab him. Never feel stuck. You're never stuck. Even if you feel stuck, there's always a way out. And just keep in mind, if a person don't beat up their most precious possession, why they beating you up? You know what I'm saying? Nobody beat up their car, even when the car don't crank.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So they're beating you up. You don't need to be in that. They don't deserve you, and vice versa. So don't provoke it, and do not accept it.
Hey, man, catch those red flags, pay attention to those red flags, and move forward, man. Trust God, We call it intuition. We call it, you know what I'm saying? People talking about their ancestors, putting them on. Like, I need you guys to understand that the Holy Spirit speaks to us all. And sometimes we have to learn that when God's speaking to you, you have to take that guidance and run with it. And sometimes he's leading you out of relationships, man, and you the one that's trying to flame it to make it stay alive, but it's been dead for a while. But yeah. Queen S, go on and say a prayer for us to end out the night, man.
Okay. God, first of all, thank you for this amazing opportunity to spread some wisdom out to the people. Thank you for using us and using our words to glorify yourself. And I pray that we can continue doing this in a manner that's pleasing to you. As we end the night, let us go home safely, all of us, and sleep peacefully. And keep encouraging us and speaking to us throughout the week as we work for you. In the name of Jesus, amen.
Amen.
God, I really want to see.